Howdy folks, welcome back to snakerant.com. Here we are back in the snaky pulpit. We're here to combat the bully pulpit because the bully pulpit is just that, full of bull. I want to emphasize the need for you to research. We still have plenty of time before the election. We're holding off to the last minute to make this go over the top. I don't want you to let out any energy that can't be geared toward winning this election. But for the next few days, you focus on the election. Please, for God's sake, let's get this regime out of office. Now, I urge people to do their research. With the internet, and that's not the only source, it may not even be the best source, but listen to some conservative talk shows. Listen to your friends that discuss this. Some people are better informed than you. That's always the case. But what we have to do is everybody's got to make a good decision, and I want you to make the right decision, but that's up to you. The way to do it is look at, just start out with the internet. See what's credible, see what's believable. There's sites like the 69 biggest lies of our president. There's sites that talk about all the problems and the lack of transparency and how evil and wicked some of the things they've done. It's easy to find out. There's even allegations of recent vintage. I didn't know a thing about it, but they date back to about 1999 and certainly in 2008. And they make some allegations about some hanky-panky at the White House and outside the White House. I'll go into that more. I'm trying to verify the credibility of some of this. But my good friends that I listen to faithfully and the talk show hosts, they've got it together. They've got the money to do research and find answers and verify sources and credibility of these things on the internet. I admit they can be changed. Heck, I'm on the internet right now over this. But I think you can tell I'm pretty serious, or I wouldn't be sitting here with a room full of live rattlesnakes fully loaded to nail me. This big one in the windowsill behind me has been checking me out for a good while, and he's trying to get position where he can take a shot at my backbone. Hello. So I believe in what I'm doing. It's credible. But do your research. Get out there and look at different sites about the Benghazi affair. What a stupid thing that was. We still don't know what happened with Fast and Furious. We know it was poor planning, poor strategy, actually corruptness. Who would think to send guns to the Mexican cartel? What was the purpose of that? To trace the guns after they kill federal agents? Well, that's what happened, but the key was killing federal agents. I can't imagine somebody, some bureaucrat somewhere deciding that was a smart plan. They need to be charged with homicide, as far as I'm concerned. Yes, right here in the snaky pulpit. I'm still as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take it anymore. We have to get this government out of its controlling factor. They're stealing our freedoms. They're sucking us dry. They're worse than a rattlesnake bite. Really are. Our lives, our culture, our background, our kids, our grandkids, our future's on the line. We can't afford to give these folks any more time. Get them out of office. Please do your part. Be a patriotic American to save our country. We can always change again in the future, but the kind of change that we were sold a bill of goods on, we were fooled. We were idiots. And we're getting what we deserve right now, I'm afraid, but we can't continue to let that happen. I know there's zealots out there that are going to vote for this current president again. God bless them. We just have to outnumber them 10-1. Go to the polls. Get your friends and neighbors and do your research. Y'all get together in groups this week, the week before the election. Talk about it. Be convinced that the right way to go is untrack this train that's taking us to the gates of hell. We have to get free again. We have to get back to being the creative, independent, ingenious, industrial America. We are a great people. I still have faith in the people, but I have absolutely no faith in our government. By the way, it's just as important to regain the Senate, maintain the House, and let's get an administration in there that can work together with them. And let's get bipartisanship behind us. As soon as the election's over, bipartisanship doesn't count for 4 more years. Let's work together to solve America's problem before there is no America. You know, a lot of this is a moot point. If we don't have a strong military, like I said in Program 1, the biggest, baddest, meanest, well-equipped, smartest military on the planet, we're doomed anyway. Everything we're doing is a moot point if we don't beef up our military. No one likes to think about being a hawk, but in the absence of being a hawk, we're going to be an eaten dove. Hello? So my position is vote, do your research, Talk to your friends and neighbors. Convince them. Once you're convinced, if I'm not convincing you, convince yourself. Or be convinced by a friend or family member or coworker that what is right. And what's right now is get America back on track. Get the private sector steamed up and rolling. Smoke in. And let's pull out of this. Just releasing our reserves of oil and drilling like crazy for the next decade. We're not in control of foreign oil. How long have we been hearing about the need to become oil independent, energy independent? Well, it's right before us right now. It's in our grasp, and the private sector is chomping at the bit to get turned loose. We have to bend some of our values. We're too politically correct. We're too worried about many things when we're in a survival mode. Who cares about some of the survival things if we're not surviving? I mean, it's one thing to have tight regulations, EPA there and the HHS there and all these fancy bureaucratic agencies. They're raping us right now. They're taking power and authority away from us. I'm sick and tired of it. I want you to be sick and tired of it. I wish some of you could join me here in the snaky pulpit and you feel what I feel right now. I feel dedicated. I feel good that I'm able to do this. And I want you to watch the snakes. Be scared with me. Be mad. I'm mad that I have to come here. I'm mad that I'm having to do this. I'm sure I'll be attacked. I'm not trying to please anyone. I'm simply sharing my opinions and my views to try to convince you that we have to untrack this regime. We have to take the Senate. If you're in one of the swing states, you're a precious voter. Don't be duped. Don't be fooled again. There's nothing wrong with voting against this president. The history part's over with. We learned a good lesson. Vote for conservatism, and let's start America over on a path to success, freedom, and wealth. And then we'll worry about all the things that fall into place that make us divided inside. If we don't survive the outside world's pressures, the tastiness that we look like to many countries who are willing to test us militarily very soon. We're hacked every day. We're tested every day. There's a lot of weaponry out there that probably is equal to ours in many countries. Let's not be fooled into thinking that we can reduce our military and our research and development, and we can solve this problem. 10 years from now, we can have a totally different world with energy independence. Turn the oil, and we're an energy-driven society. Turn it loose and see how many jobs we create that are permanent. See what the trickle-down effect is for all Americans. Heck, we won't need to be giving money for anything away. We won't have boondoggles taking our tax dollars and spending them on foolish things like, let's see, putting advertisement in a Pakistan newspaper with our precious tax dollars to say what? We didn't know that video was going to cause so many problems. Duh. It wasn't the video in Libya, and it wasn't the video at all. It was a planned terrorist attack by Muslim radicals, and we should have taken them all out because we have the resources to do it. We've got to position ourselves. You strike America, you mess with us, and we will definitely mess with you. You're either a friend or a foe. Something George Bush said, but George Bush ain't in this for him anymore, bless his heart. He kept us from being attacked, and guess what? We lost an ambassador, and we're losing all kinds of people. We're losing federal agents, we're losing troops and CIA agents and dedicated military men and women because we've been duped, and they're not fighting the source of this terrorism. We've got to do it. Don't be fooled, folks. Get mad, stay mad. Work this week hard. Make yourself stay up. Work it hard, and let's get this election put behind us with a big victory, a mandate to the new people coming in that we expect change in the right way instead of the fundamental changing of America that we all see what that's about now. What a bunch of malarkey. I'd say other words from being an old rancher out here in the country, but trying to keep this GP. Hope a lot of people enjoyed the snakes. I have not enjoyed the snakes. But I hope it makes you come and come back for more. SnakeRant.com, the home of the snaky pulpit. We speak our minds. We're straight shooters. And we put our reputation and our lives on the line to give this message to you. So I hope you appreciate it. Support us with some donations so we can keep this program going all year long. And I bet America sees some major changes if we pull together as a group, a unity, one nation, indivisible. Let's go for it, folks. Get out there and vote. I love America. I love Americans. Be part of the family. Let's not fight internally. Let's do random acts of kindness and love each other as family members in America. We have to do that or we're going to fail. Thank you very much, and see you in the next program. Good night, folks. God bless you.